Before we get to the actual payroll tax and whether or not we're supposed to be paying that, let's take a look at the unemployment tax. Now, we kind of looked at this a second ago when we were talking about FICA, but I wanted to make sure that we drill into it and look exactly at what's going on. So when we go into the unemployment tax, we are looking at Title 26, Subtitle C, unemployment taxes, and we've got quite a few things that get listed in here. So the first thing we're going to look at is 3301, which states there is hereby imposed on every employer, as defined in section 3306A, for each calendar year, an excise tax with respect to having individuals in his employ equal to 6% of the total wages. Again, we're talking about wages and employees here, as defined in section 3306B, paid by such employer during the calendar year with respect to employment. All right, and it defines employment in 3306C. So here we go. 3306A defines an employer. The term employer means with respect to any calendar year, any person who, during any calendar quarter in a calendar year or the preceding calendar year, paid wages of $1,500 or more, or B, on each of some 20 days during the calendar year. Kind of skip through all that nonsense. For purposes of this paragraph, there shall not be taken into account any wages paid to or employment of an employee performing domestic services referred to in paragraph 3. So kind of nonsensical. Wages as defined for purposes of this chapter, the term wages means all remuneration for employment, including the cash value of remuneration, benefits paid in any medium other than cash. So it's basically the same thing as it was. Employment for the purpose of this chapter, the term employment means any service of whatever nature performed after 1954 by an employee for the person employing him, irrespective of the citizenship or residence of either within the United States or the vessel, an American vessel. And so it turns around and does the same thing again. So FICA, now, keep in mind, the United States is defined differently over here as it is in the other section, but it's still not the 50 states. It's only federal areas, and this entire thing is just a word game that's pointing us right back to the same thing.